So once again, good evening everyone. Do apologize for the wait, but welcome back to the Female Dota 2 Southeast Asian League Season 2. My name's Maya and I will be flying solo today, casting the game between MintAU and 8008S. So after a scare we thought that the games might have been postponed, but here we are and really happy to actually have a game to cast tonight.
Remaining.
So, just a bit of background, MintAU, very obviously from Australia, and 8008S from the Philippines. And of course, we are playing on the on the Singapore server right now, and so MintAU will be having some lag issues, but I've never seen them let the lag stop them. So, they will put on a really good play today, and 8008S will have to find a way to answer them.
Reserve time.
And also shout out to our sponsors, eClub Malaysia, Steel Series, as well as MTS Gaming. I believe the prize pool at last time I checked was about 1,000 USD. So the first place will be getting about 500 USD, second place about 350, and the third place 150 USD. But that's pretty much about it for the tournament itself. Let's get into the game. The bans have been picked up. Bans have been banned out. And we're gonna see some very typical bans coming up from 8008S. They will be banning out the Bat Rider. We have seen him being used in some of the previous games for this tournament. So, they're gonna ban that Bat Rider out. And of course, Bristol Bike, just always such a good pick or ban. Such a tanky hero to play against. And, he can output a lot of damage in level 1. So you need to be really careful, especially once his Quill Spray starts stacking up.
5 seconds remaining.
So Mint or Mum I Need Tangos, they will be banning out the Invoker as well as the AA. So both heroes have been emerging in the meta the past few weeks. Invoker has been really has been picked up a lot because of his ability. Just those different spells that he can invoke just makes him such a good hero here. And then of course the AA with his global out, you can always do a great combo. I've seen Earthshaker Echo Slam into AA out, and that's a really scary combo. So now on to the pick phase here, 8008S. They're gonna pick up Nyx Assassin, and that's an answer for the Slark from Mint. So Mint already going with a very snowbally hero. Slark
10 seconds
can
remaining.
be easily countered by Bloodseeker, so not too sure if 80s, let's just call them 80s. I'm not too sure if they are gonna actually pick up a Bloodseeker to counter the Slark here, but still, Bloodseeker has not been seen in the meta for quite a while, so we'll have to wait and see. And 808S, oh, the names, please. They are going to take quite a while to actually pick up the second hero here. I kind of feel that, if Nyx Assassin is going to go into safe lane as part of the tri lane there, then he's going to be really careful because he can be easily taken out by Slark here. With Slark's essence shift, and I realized I forgot the overlays again. With Slark's essence shift,
Radiant team pick.
He can easily steal all that health away, steal all the stats away from any hero that he's attacking, really, and that makes the two heroes now picked up on ADS really scary. They are kind of squishy early game, quite strong in terms of being aggressive early game, But Jack Hero and Nick Assassin, not the fastest of heroes here, and Slark can easily
Radiant
pursue
team
them and
ban.
kill them in the mid game. Shadow Shaman, of course, uh, a great lineup here for Slark because of his
Dire
shackles. The
team
shackles
ban.
will allow Slark to actually land those pounces much more easy.
Dire
So
team pick.
Shadow Shaman's a good pickup here, but kind of squishy at game. Needs to be very careful of that Nyx Assassin because he can go around with a dagger and Vendetta, and that's gonna be a dead Shadow Shaman. Now second, onto the second band
Radiant
phase
team
here.
pick.
88808S gonna 80s. Oh my god, the names, please. They are gonna ban out the Doom as well as the Weaver here. So Doom I've seen him being played as a utility hero, getting a mech, going for those auras, and that's pretty much it. And that's a good strong Doom as well. But
Dire
I
team pick.
don't agree with that ban there, the Doom, simply because it kind of feels like the Doom is just a respect ban there. We'll have to see 880 ADS are gonna pick up a hero that's easily countered by Doom. But onto the bans by MintAU, they have banned out the Lycan again, and a strong hero. Very Lycans
10
can chase
seconds
down heroes,
remaining.
can push very quickly as well, and
5
they've banned
seconds
him
remaining.
out as alongside the Amber Spirit here. So of course Amber Spirit, terrible hero to
Reserve
go up
time.
against. As a support, I would always hate to go up against the Amber Spirit simply because he's too OP. Nerf please Valve. So hopefully Valve hears that, and we'll see a nerf coming out on the Amber Spirit right now. But of course there are ways to counter an Amber Spirit. You just need to shut him down really early. And now in the third pick phase here, ADS are gonna pick up the
10
Odie here, who
seconds
has actually
remaining.
slipped into the pool. So and immediately Mint says, you know what, we are gonna
Radiant
send a
team pick.
Viper to counter your OD. Not necessarily that Razor, because Razor kind of needs more farm than the Viper and can't really do much early game. Whereas the Viper with his poison attack, with his slow, he can actually damage that OD really. Can actually push OD out of the lane really early.
10 seconds
And
remaining.
wow, such a greedy lineup here by ADS. They have
5
picked up the
seconds
Luna.
remaining.
Early game, she's gonna get wrecked basically. That's what I feel
Reserve
because
time.
early game Luna just doesn't have those stats to stay in lane, especially if the Slark Shadow Shaman, if they go aggressive and the Viper comes in as well, rotates in from what I still assume that lane, then that Luna is gonna be in a lot of trouble. Her support will really need to take care of
Dire
her
team
the best
ban.
that they can. Juggernaut now gonna get picked up by Mom I Need Tangos. Really interesting pick here, but it's still really good. You have the Slark and the Shadow Shaman for those lockdowns, and
Radiant
Juggernaut
team
can just
ban.
go in and spin. So my question is, Slark, will he be an offlaner or will he be a support? Now, Mint AU has a last ban and a last pick here. They can ban out heroes like
10
the Storm
seconds
Spirit, because a
remaining.
Storm Spirit or a Puck would really do a lot of damage to Mint's lineup right
Dire
now.
team pick.
But they do choose to actually ban out that Timbersaw, and ADS now will have to pick an offlaner.
Shadow Demon.
Radiant team
Wow, they
pick.
actually pick up the Shadow Demon there, so that's gonna be quite a bit of initiation from them. You have Disruption into Ice Path into Nyx Assassin's Stun. So as long as they get their communication right, they can basically chain stun any
Silent
heroes
Demon.
here, and it looks like the last pickup will be the Sand King from Mint. So really squishy
Dire
lineup early game. They just need to
team
be
pick.
very careful, in terms of buying space for Juggernaut to farm. And it looks like either L is gonna go into the off lane, I believe, and the Juggernaut's gonna be the safe lane farmer for Mint. So to those who have actually bought the ticket and are watching in game, thank you very much for buying a ticket and watching in game, and of course supporting female Dota 2. My name's Maya Akana, and we will start the game really, really soon. Do check me out on Facebook as well. That's facebook.com/dt.maya. And we'll just need to change up the overlays. And to those in my stream, you guys need to buy a ticket soon as well. You're gonna see the customary pause coming out from MintAU here. Once again, MintAU playing from Australia onto the Southeast Asian servers. They do have a ping of at least 200 ms. But they have never let that ping stop them before. So good luck and have fun for both teams. And I will introduce them right now on team. On the Radiant side, we have Mint XOXO on the Sand King, CSE on the Juggernaut, Kit Kat on the Shadow Shaman, YQ Stranger, or Lucy as I will call her, on the Viper, and Ada L on the Slark. So over on 8008S, we have Fishy on the Nyx Assassin, oh la la, on the Shadow Demon, Lexia on the Outworld Devourer, Adi on the Jakiro, and Stanin Miha on the Luna. It's gonna be really interesting here, this game, because looks like we do have Jakiro, Nyx Assassin, and Shadow Demon. Nyx Assassin is safely in the off lane. She does have the tangos for it right now. But the two supports, I believe they might be roaming supports, and I don't agree with this simply because Miha on the Luna is just so squishy early game. You have like barely 500 health, can get taken down really quickly by just one stun from the Sand King, and then followed up by Slug's Pounce. Oh, that Slug looks really scary by the way. And the Shadow Shaman's Shackles, as well as Eldershock, or maybe even the Hex. So Luna needs to be really careful, and it looks like both supports are going to go back into the lane here. And they should maybe hitting this Luna right now. Shout out to the viewers in my Twitch stream. Thanks for tuning in. So we're gonna have a pause even before the game starts, but Sand King already having one last hit there. I believe actually clearing the ward over here. Also, there was talk about pizza, so pizza please. And the mid lane, Viper's off to a kind of good start, does have a point in poison attack, so Alexa needs to be careful. Alexa does have a point in Astral Imprisonment, so that's really typical as well. And Viper's just White Hill Stranger, she just needs to stand behind, get those last hits. And over in top lane, Ada L is gonna go up against the Trident here, so gotta be very careful. Should be able to actually use her Dark Pact to purge herself if she needs to get away. But she has gone for a point in the Pounce first, which of course will help quite a bit. So right now, this game is pretty passive. 1 minute in, we haven't seen much action yet. The supports are trying. Adi's calling out that she's lagging right now. ADS, they are looking to actually they are actually going to try to get the equilibrium back in lane. Ideally on the top lane, you will want it around here if you're on the Dire, and of course on the Radiant, anywhere just around this area, it's fine for you. On the bot lane as well, Mint will be looking to actually pull the creeps a bit further back, not too near to the tower, just around this area, it's fine. Right now it looks like they are just pushing, and Missy CSE not the highest of last hits and denies just yet. Luna's getting more farm than her right now. But then again, the lanes are getting pushed for Mint on the bot lane, and Ideal's just trying her best right now. There we go, that's the pounce here, and Miha is actually gonna turn around, man up a bit because Ada's dropping really low as well. That Essence Shift though does quite a bit of damage. 2 hits reduces you by quite a bit. And now Ada's just gonna be very careful because there is a Jakiro hanging around. And if she gets caught in that ice, gets caught in that ice path, then you know she's gonna be in a bit of trouble unless she can actually pop her Dark Pack. And I don't believe that ice path will I don't believe that ice path's mechanics is like frostbite. Can't actually cast a spell when under the effects of ice path. Whereas in frostbite, you are actually able to cast a spell even when frostbitten. So gotta be careful of that. And Ada does have a orb of venom, so she will be looking for those squishy spots. Now we're going to have the disruption here, and Luna's gonna move into position or not. Ada's gonna actually pop the Dark Pack there, try to get away. Does have the Soul Catcher on her, but you know, not a lot of damage. And Squishy on bot lane, gonna get caught out here in the Juggernaut spin here. And now finally the stun comes out from XOXO, and that's the first blood there for the Sand King. And you know, she's gonna be well on her way towards her Blade Dagger. What's really unfortunate, the Nyx Assassin just got caught way out of position. I kind of feel that as if you're a melee solo off lane, you gotta be really careful on the dire side. You just need hanging around this line here, and you know, just make sure that you have vision of this area so that no one actually can come and gank you. And mid lane, Alexa doing somewhat well. I kind of think that actually Lucy has the upper hand here. She does have the Raveman, does have the bottle on her as well, whereas Alexa does have a magic wand, but that's not gonna help her in terms of getting those roots. And right now, Viper doesn't have a spammable skill that, you know, will actually increase the count of the magic wand. So, not too sure why this magic wand was picked up, but it is not helping Alexa right now.
Middle is missing. It was not your fate.
She got be really careful there. Does pop the spike carapace just to ensure that no follow-up is coming from either Kit Kat or what. And on top lane, we're gonna see Luna actually pick off the Slark here. I do apologize for missing that. Did have to use quite a bit of mana, the Lucent Beam, and Slark probably got caught out in the Jakiro's Ice Path, and also the Liquid Fire was used. So Shadow Demon didn't even need to come in and help. So Ada just has to be really careful. Does have to remember that, you know, that she is playing with a bit of lag, and they have to compensate for that. I believe they have been practicing Southeast Asian servers as well. So you know they do really well. And mid lane XOXO rotates, and Viper gets the last hit on the OD there, and that's going to set OD back so much more. You know, kind of got the wrong items already. Does have the boots, but kind of wish that she went for that. She went for the early bottle so that she can actually get the runes. There is an this rune top, and Lucy's gonna get that. Thanks. She's already building towards that mechanism. So, you know, it's all gonna be. Viper's doing pretty well right now. Does have highest last hits and denies. I mean, look at that. Missy SE, she's been doing quite a bit of deny here, saying that, you know, I'm not gonna let my Shadow Shaman get a lot of denies simply because of the cast animation, but you know, that's also going to prevent the Nyx Assassin from getting any farm. She is just level 5 right now, will be getting level 6. Doesn't have a point in mana burn, which I disagree with, because mana burn can do quite a bit against this low mana Juggernaut. Can actually save her life, can save Squishy's life as well. So I disagree with actually having 2 points in Spike Carapace should and as well as having no points in mana burn at all. Yeah, I have a career like this too. the XOXO hanging around in the jungle
Radiant's
does
top
have
tower is
her
under attack.
arcane boots. And now on top lane, Ada's gonna up the soul catcher goes on to the range creep there, and no initiation coming in from ADS. And over on top here, the stun will come up from Squishy. Missy dropping a bit low, half health there, will pop, will eat up that tango. Mom, I need tangos, that's right. On top lane, Ada's gonna get caught in the ice path, but Dark Pack will save her life and she will get away safely. Gonna see a pause coming out from the friendly ghost over on MintAU. Helping ADS to actually pause here. And yeah, quick look at the goal graph as well as the EXP graph. You know, both graphs are pretty much the same, about 2,000, 1,500 advantage for Mint. But that's not a lot right now, but they are getting their farm. Viper getting her farm here in mid lane. Mint is kind of ahead in terms of kills. They did get the first blood and a kill after that as well. But you know, what you really want is for Ada on the slug to actually snowball. And once she gets her level 6, which she already has, she can actually hunt down heroes. Maybe she can't really go after Squishy because Squishy does have that spike carapace which comes off cooldown every 20 seconds. So as long as if Ada actually rotates mid lane and gets Alexa as well, that's gonna just turn the game around, and ADS are gonna find themselves on the back foot. And also a quick look at the item progression. We do see YQ Stranger, Lucy as I know her, gonna get the mech really soon. Yep, it's not on the career just yet, so she will she's about 500 gold away from that mech, and she will be joining in those team fights really soon, I bet. XOXO does have the arcane boots, so it will help her to stay in the lane or in the jungle as we know right now. Of Venom up on ADL for quite a while. And over on 808S, they do have the Luna farming up that poor man's shield. Kind of figured she didn't really need that poor man's shield because she did go up against the Slug, so probably could have spent that gold a bit wiser. Maybe saved up the money for that phase boots to actually get a Helm of Dominator without the boots yet. She does have the 2 supports to actually help, to actually make sure that she's okay, to actually save her. So I again disagree with the choice of phase boots here. She did really need that you can get from power threats. So we'll have to see if that's gonna be downfall. Just doing some audio issues, just making sure that you guys don't hear too much background noise. Do apologize. I'm using a headset mic, proudly sponsored by SteelSeries. And shoutouts. We need to really find some people to shout out to. Shoutouts to those people, the MTS guys in my Twitch chat right now. Thank you for tuning in. I know it's pretty late, especially all those Australian viewers right now. If you guys have actually turned out to come and support Mint, really appreciate that. It is really late over in Australia right now, 12 midnight. The girls in Mint. This is just the first game too.
There's little trace of the former naval base in Snell Key to preserve his memories That's where the gross.
That's really true. The sound of thanking Sandstorm really annoying. About 8 seconds left, and we will see if 8008S wants to repause again. Yeah, apparently they are gonna just play on without Jakiro here, and now we're gonna see rotations in XOXO moving into the top lane, and Ada L going to look for that kill on the Luna now that Jakiro's not.
Moon's blessings.
Now that Jakiro's not gonna be here. So it looks like the Jakiro player is offline, and the game will continue. It is pretty late for all players, I guess. Everyone does have work and commitments the next day, so hopefully, and this is the first game as well, so hopefully they can get the game over as soon as possible.
You're bound.
Gonna see on top lane some initiation here. Disruption will come out, and Ada L is gonna try to run away there. The stun will land on Olala, and the FSL is gonna come out as well, but Olala is actually able to run away in time. The perfect pounce there by Ada L. She's gonna go away, run away now. But Squishy's coming in from behind with that Vendetta and will get a kill here. Now she's gonna pay for it. Doesn't have enough mana. Does have the mana for the Spike Carapace. But XOX. But Shadow Shaman, I think wasn't able to actually throw down the mass serpent wards to trap Squishy in. I do recall in the previous in Dota 1, we would, as Shadow Shamans, we would actually get those scepter and then trap the person in those serpent wards, and that would be hilarious. So Squishy has to be a bit careful. Her entire team is just backed up right now. They are, of course, missing that Jakiro. That's the team fight. The team fight potential for 808S is gonna be so much more diminished. Very quick rotations in by Mint here from the bot lane. Even Juggernaut's actually coming in. Doesn't have a lot of mana, but XOXO will take care of that with Arcane Foot here. 4 men now pushing, or 4 women now pushing down the top lane. And the Serpent Ward will get thrown out as well. Looks like Mint really wants to end this game as fast as they can. And 8008S they don't seem to have an answer for it as well. They have rotated in. Outworld OD doesn't have a TP scroll on them. And Viper did spot out the Vendetta there. And now Kitkat has to be very careful. XOXO gonna get Vendetta here as well. She's hanging around. They don't have sight, and this is what's so annoying about a Nyx assassin. You can sight here on the top. There we go. Ada's gonna get a quick kill on Shadow Demon, and that hammer, that sanity tips just does so much damage. Ada has to pop her ulti here, and finally Miha's gonna drop her ultimate as well, and now Ada has to get out of there. Omni Slash will come up from
middle tower is under attack.
So dangerous. XOXO gonna drop there to the Nyx assassin. Excuse me, to the Luna here. And that's gonna be just one casualty from Mint here, and they are just gonna rotate back into their lanes, try to get some farm. 8008 as they really do have that greedy line up there. The OD, if he gets shut down early game, then that's gonna be really difficult for him to climb back up. Ada going to go ham a bit with her teammates behind her. She's pounces, but the pounce doesn't latch onto the OD, so OD is gonna be crying right now, asking for help, because Mint is just pushing down towers as
Dire's middle
quickly
tower
as they
is under
can.
attack.
And of course, you know, one strategy against the Nyx Assassin is played as 5 men, simply because the Nyx Assassin, if she actually wants to set upon maybe KitKat or XOXO, then it's gonna be really dangerous because they have the rest of the heat coming in to actually turn on the Nyx Assassin. So 5 men now, Mint is gonna take the tier 1 tower
Dire's
as well.
middle tower is
And
under
oh la
attack.
la, they just don't have hero levels right now. I mean, look at the number of levels. The 2 heroes, the Jakiro as well as the Shadow Demon, they didn't get enough farm at top lane, didn't
Radiant's
get enough
bottom tower
EXP,
is
and
under
they will be
attack.
paying for it right now by being underfarm supports. Oh, Ada gonna spot out Squishy here, doing some tangoing around in the trees, and Squishy just hanging around, very careful. Will Ada spot her? Not. No pings coming out from Mint here, and Squishy's just gonna be. Squishy will to actually pop that Vendetta and get out of there, but Missy's gonna choice to actually cut her off there, and now Kit Kat's gonna spot out that Squishy actually Vendetta there. Shadow Demon's gonna TP into bot lane as well and see if they can actually get a kill here. But will it be worth it? The sentry ward will go down, and Squishy's gonna walk into that sentry ward right now. The mass upon wards will drop, and Mint gives no hint. They do ping out the next assassin, but gives no hint here. And mid lane,
Dire's bottom tower
XOXO
has
just gonna
fallen.
TP back to mid lane, just to try to push this wave away from the tower. Tower is about third health left, so you know Mint is gonna fight to actually keep their tower standing. A quick look at the GPM. Viper doing really well right now. Does have the back up, does have a bottled up in this room, so you know she can actually disappear really quickly if anyone decides to go on her. But look at the minimap, no one excuse me, ADS, they have no idea where to go. They just want to make sure that Adi gets back into the game, excuse me, as quickly as she can, and right now she really needs that right now.
Invisibility!
Pops this rune there and is looking to spot out the heroes. That's why I
Dire's
disagree.
top tower is
Should be
under
farming.
attack.
She looks like she's gonna go to bot lane and farm, but bot lane does have Ada L, and it's gonna be really dangerous. Miha is gonna get spotted out by that ward, and Ada can technically go ham if she wants on the Luna. You know, Luna pops her out, Ada pops her out, and that's gonna be a dead Luna. 15 minutes in, and Sand King already has gotten her Blink Dagger a bit slow there, but you know she's done better the previous games as well, and simply because she did get quite a number of early game kills in those previous games, so I can't really fault her there. I do miss a co-caster right now, and looks like since they want to make something happen in mid lane, and 8008S, they know that they should, or we're gonna see some ADL's gonna pounce here. The disconnections will come out, and finally a pause coming up from XOXO once again, being a really nice person there. And Mint, you know, overall nice team. They do pause for other teams as well, and hopefully we'll see if 8008S will reconnect back in time. So right now I kind of feel, Mint does have the upper hand in terms of farm, in terms of EXP. They do need to be careful though. Ada's still kind of squishy here, probably building towards that Shadow Blade because Shadow Blade too OP on Slark, Nerf Fleece. Uh, but yeah, she did pick up that Orb of Venom, which kind of shows that that early game aggression is what she wants. We'll be popping her essence, excuse me, we'll be popping her Dark Pack really soon by the looks of that animation there. And Alexa just needs to get out really, really quickly. Vico Stranger already has thrown out the Viper Strike. So Alexa's just gonna be in quite a bit of trouble unless Adi can throw out the Ice Path, can ensure that the Ice Path hits after the Dark Pack goes off. So this fight is gonna be quite intense. Not as intense as I would like, but that's pretty much about it. So 16 minutes in, we have had quite long pauses. Hopefully, 8008S will reconnect back in time. I do know that they have 2 stand-ins, and it's just really unfortunate right now. Lagging for me as well, so hopefully it doesn't affect the Twitch stream too much. So it looks like both supports finally connecting back to the game. And we will go here. Alexa does have this with the Bible Strike on her, and the Dark Pack's not gonna be aided. The Ice Path comes a bit early there, and looks like the TP will come out from
Radiant's
OD
bottom tower
and get
is
away,
under
and she'll
attack.
get away in time. But you know, in
Radiant
really good for this
structures are
early
fortified.
actions here. They
Dire's
do have
middle
those
tower
support
is under
wards to
attack.
actually do
Radiant's
help in those
bottom
pushes.
tower is under
Quite a bit of
attack.
damage to the tower here. We'll probably be able to actually get this tower down.
Dire's structures
And the
are
stun comes in.
fortified.
EXO does have a Blink Dagger now. We'll have that. We'll pop her Sandstorm, try to
Dire's
get
middle
away.
tower is under. Dire's
Oh,
middle
that sanity
tower has
is
fallen.
so much damage. Luna's gonna pop her Eclipse as well, and that's gonna be 2 heroes down. 2 heroes that overstayed their welcome there.
And ADS is gonna actually just take down the tower. ADS is gonna say, you know, we take down 2 of your heroes in exchange for our tower here, as well as tons of gold from the serpent wards. Kind of like good comeback there from ADS. They did get the supports there, the Sand King as well as the Shadow Shaman, but you know, that's not what they really wanted. But the question was, have shut down either L, Kill Stranger, or even the Juggernaut, who actually TP'd to bot lane to get her farm. She does have her Drum of Endurance up, does have those Phase Boots up as well, and she will be a race car right now. She generally should be able to get away from Luna. Does have a recipe for BKB, does have the Mithril Hammer up as well, so she's farming pretty well. Sitting highest at the on the GPM charts, closely followed behind by the Viper, and of course followed by the Juggernaut. Things are coming out. Squishy's gonna get spotted out here, and now the Ada L's gonna turn around and oh wow, the sentry ward comes down from EXO as well, and Squishy's gonna get caught there by that sentry ward. Very unexpected and very quick plays by Mint. About that.
Quick clean over.
Now, you know, Mint being very methodical, get the towers, and then they start moving to the other towers as well. So they will be timing all these around the ultimates of each hero, I believe. You know, Shadow Shaman, once you get the Stubborn wards up, and really push the tower down very
Dire's
quickly.
top
And then you have the
tower is
other,
under attack.
other
Radiant's middle tower is under
ultimates
attack.
coming in as well from Mint to actually help some crowd control. And you know, ADS, they are just saying, you know what, we're gonna just let them get this tower here. Our Luna
Dire's top tower
trying
has fallen.
best to get her farm, but she's gone for the early BKB, which is good. Doesn't give her a
Radiant's
lot of
middle
health,
tower is
doesn't
under
give her
attack.
a lot of lane presence. Excuse me, and you know, it's just Miha is just not getting the space that she needs right now. She is getting stopped by XO has great mobility in terms of the Blink Dagger, and you know, even Juggernaut, excuse me, even Slark, Ada L and Slark, you know, just gonna prove quite a bit for Luna. She doesn't have any escape mechanisms, and this was what I was talking about earlier, where you know, she just
Dire's
needs so
bottom
much
tower
farm,
is
and
under attack.
ADS they have really greedy heroes right now that need quite a bit of farm, quite a bit of levels, and MintAU just outdoing them right now. The Vendetta will come out from Squishy here. Drop timer countdown. Counting down really quick. Ada is gonna just walk away from her friends here. But Squishy's gonna come out with the Vendetta and the Carapace. Wow, big success. He's gonna get a kill there. But from behind, we do see the Juggernaut coming in, and Luna's gonna get a kill on the Shadow Shaman here. And now this entire fight is going wrong from MintAU, and Mystic is gonna run out there. EXO gonna get stunned out here. With his stun, Burst Strike herself out and would actually pick away. TP dive. She actually dropped her impale. I believe she would have prevented EXO from getting away. And you know, there's gonna be one more kill there for ADS. I kind of felt that Mint didn't expect that team fight to pop so early. They kind of just said, you know, we're gonna try to take the tower if there's a team fight. They got separated basically. The Slark came here, the Slark was here, and the Viper just walked up here. And, you know, you don't have plenty of sight. The Dire does have the advantage in this area simply because they do have the high ground. And just being on the low ground, being blocked out, a lot of vision is being blocked out by this set of trees here.
bot lane. Mint again smoking up 5 manning right now. They are gonna look for a hero to pick off, and this is what they are good at. They pick off heroes. They have the slug to pick heroes off. They have the Viper to actually single out a single target, slow that target down, and you know slug and the rest of the team can actually just come in to finish. Finish that target off. Once again, 5-man Mint. They are looking to push down the towers, as I've mentioned. They'll be able to push it down. Does Shadow Shaman does have ultimate up. Does have a 4-staff as well, which is pretty good. But now the seeds are forced back. Viking Stranger gonna
Radiant's top tower is under
very
attack.
dangerous TP there, by the way. The squishy did land the intel. You know that's gonna be a very dead, if not half health Viking Stranger.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Now that bot tier 2 has dropped for ADS, they are gonna just get in a bit too late right now, and Mint they are just gonna farming here. YQ Stranger will be going for a BKB as well, so this game is gonna be about who uses their BKB first, and who gets in those cells before the BKB. So you know, ADS they do have the advantage in terms of kills, but looks like Juggernaut's going to go for his Argonim Scepter first, and now Slug has picked up what I think will change the game for them. Has picked up the Shadow Blade here, so she will be able to go around and hunt those heroes. She will be able to hunt Olala as well as Jakiro may be able to hunt and kill the Nyx Assassin. Highly unlikely because she does have the Spike Carapace and does have an impel as well as an escape mechanism here. But you know, Olala as well as Adi on the Jakiro, they don't have any of that. They don't even have a 4-staff on them right now. And you know, Olala can use the disruption, can use the soul catcher, can use the purge. But you know, Dark Pact will be able to go Exo throughout the epicenter just to kill off OD here. Not the best of trades there in terms of one huge ultimate for one OD, but you know the OD drops a ton of damage with Sanity's clips, so good choice to pick her off first and then move towards picking off other heroes as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower
Bot
has
tower gonna
fallen.
go down to Dire here. Miha's not gonna get the last hit there, and you know, ADS has no idea that Mint is going into the Roshan right now. It's sitting free on the highest highest amount of net worth, but that's you know, she is being closely followed behind by the Viper, and we might see a huge engagement. Now Miha walks into the Roche pit here, the BKB gets popped, and she's dropping her ultimate as well. Ada's gonna get out of there, and Ada's gonna try to do as much damage as she can. Now Miha found herself on the wrong side of the fight, and the stun will come in. 2-man stun there from EXO, and this Eclipse will just do so much damage, but will it be enough? Heroes on mid are triple, no, but that's a 4-man kill here. And they pull out Squishy as well. Squishy coming from behind, try to get a kill off on Kit Kat, but she only hits YQ Stranger, I believe. And now she's gonna get a kill there. Wow. On the Juggernaut, but Viper gets an ultra kill here. This Viper too good right now. Did have to pop the mech, did have to pop a lot of follow charges, and she will pick up the Aegis. Fantastic play there by Mint and ADS. You know, that team fight kind of went both ways, was really equal right now, but the Luna just ran too far in. Her teammates were caught out behind, I believe, and were not able to actually come in and support her. The OD came in really late she came in just really late, dropping her out here. But that didn't ensure, you know, it kind of felt like if she dropped the out earlier, then you know, Mint would have been devastated. They would have been crushed.
Tier 4 stuff being built on XOXO here. Quick look at the item graph itself. So Arcanim's already up on Missy SE. She will be doing quite a bit more damage there. Does of course need some damage items before she is actually efficient. And Ada is just running for her life right now. Does have the Shadow Dance regen going for her. It doesn't have enough mana to pop a Shadow Blade there, so they are gonna lol and just get out of there. With that Javelin pickup, might go for the MK, might go for the Skull Basher as well. So we'll see how it goes, because I kind of feel that maybe a Skull Basher might be better, because you can technically build it. You can build up in Abyssal Blade, and that just does so much. That will help against heroes like the Luna, who does have BKB up. Luna has up 2 charges of her B, so it's 8 seconds, and it is counting down. For every team fight here, Luna needs to be really careful. Has picked up that Yasha, will be building towards the Manta Sao. I would love to see some regen on this Luna right now, because she does a lot of damage, but looks like she will be building towards that Manta Sao first, and then worry about my health later. You see a 4-man smoke from Mint. They are in mid lane, looking out, trying to find for someone. They do spot out. I believe they do spot ES actually smoking up. And now, will they launch a counter attack for themselves? They might not. It is really dangerous. Both teams kind of not sure, or at least ADS, they aren't sure of where Mint is right now. And oh, Miha's gonna walk straight into Mint right now. Mint's gonna have that smoke drop, and that ward's gonna just spot her out. Nick's assassin gonna pop her Vendetta as well. And now Echo already channeling that epicenter a bit too early. The Sanity's Eclipse will drop. Too many ultimates will drop right now, and 2 heroes from this side will drop. Psycho Stranger caught off range get away, but this is doing quite a bit of damage as well. The Omni Slash and Adas come in as well, and Adi will go down. Odie's gonna buy back into the try and defend, but it's kind of like a rage buyback there. She thought that she would be able to get back into the team fight as soon as possible, but Mint just overpowering their opponents right now. The 3 core heroes still up there, still kept alive, and they will be doing quite a bit of damage to the mid tier 3 tower. 3 heroes will take it down, but the fort will come out. And now Mint will just back off. Having forced out the 2 buybacks, the Jack Hero as well as the OD, forcing them to buy back, since that they won't have much money. OD Jack Hero already building towards that mech, but it is not enough. She just needs to farm for quite a bit more, and her team's not going to give her that farm, so she basically ADS just stuck in their base right now, with the exception of Luna here. Does have a bit pop that BKB, and I just think she's just trying to get some farm, but her team is just unable to buy her the space. They want her back in their base to try and defend right now. She's gonna TP back and get her Manta style. And ADS going to try to defend. They are going to try to defend, but as Mint will be itching to actually push, because Roshan will reclaim his Aegis in less than a minute's time, and it means Psycho Stranger has to keep an eye out on that, simply because you don't want to go down when Aegis just pops, just gets reclaimed, because then she is going to be in a lot of trouble. Mint will not be able to actually come back from that team fight
Dire's top tower is under
if she
attack.
actually uses the Aegis before it's gonna be reclaimed in 30 seconds, so Mint kind of like on a tight schedule here. They can choose to back off. I kind of feel that they should back off and just pressure the lanes a bit, just keep ADS in
the base at all times. Right, Kill Stranger gonna get disrupted here. Does have the purge on her. The tip of the ice path will catch her, but the very nice force stuff by XOXO will force her away. And now this is what I was talking about. Aegis gets reclaimed, and Mint just wants to be pressuring the lanes right now. However, Luna is farming on the bot lane. Does have a TP scroll, so she can join her team back anytime she wants. ADL is gonna just get burned here. Pop that dark pack a bit too early. Both teams just playing a waiting game right now, waiting for either one to make a mistake. And all the while, ADS, they are buying time for Luna to just push the bot lane here. Looks like Mint are impatient, they will get the tower. Get 3 towers down here. And the
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Siege will start right now. The ice path gets thrown out. Kit gets caught there. Miha's gonna just... Wow. Was that a disruption? Yeah, that was a really unfortunate disruption. The epicenter comes in, catches 2 heroes, Sand King comes in, and now the ultimate from the Option Slash Juggernaut as well will do quite a bit of damage, but not enough. Luna's gonna get a kill there, and she will get killed as well. Now Missy will have ice path will miss her. The disruption, however, will stop her in the track. And now Nyx Assassin is gonna try to get a kill, but gets turned into a chicken here, and Viper gets godlike streak. 2 heroes down in exchange for that very gutsy Sand King there. And looks like the mid-Rax will get taken down. And it's just going to move on to the next set of Rax as well. ADS, they don't really have that much, that amount of damage to actually take out Mint. And because the Ada missed a power here, she's going to Dark Pack and try to get away in time. A lot of damage coming out from Alexa here. Oh, and she actually gets killed off here with all those off right clicks there. And this is really the hurt. Our Kill Stranger is gonna pop her BKB, stand in that Macropire, and try to get one last hit. There we go. She gets a kill on Jakiro here, but now she might get killed off herself. Does have a Mac, does have a bottle charge. And she will just be coming in here like that. I believe Juggernaut did want to use this Omni Slash, does get Astral Imprisonment though, so they will not be able to do that. Here we go. Once again, damage now coming out from Miha here. The Glaive's just cutting through everyone, and now Missy is just forced to go back. YQ Stranger might have overstayed her welcome here. Has doing a lot of damage, and XOXO is gonna pop there to the mana burn from Nyx Assassin. YQ Stranger running for her life, doesn't have a mech, doesn't have anything at all. One last right click, the Impale, nice juke there from Squishy. Nice juke there from YQ Stranger, and now that's a beyond godlike streak, so tons of gold going the way of Nyx Assassin. She does have a Blink Dagger, will be able to go for a Dagger if she chooses. So. Now, after those team fights, a quick look at the gold graph and the EXP graph still shows that this game is still firmly in Mint's favor in terms of the gold advantage. EXP advantage as well, we did see a slight dip, but Mint kind of brought it back. They do still have the net advantage in terms of kills as well, and a quick look at the buyback status. Viper does have a buyback, Slug does have a buyback, but no buybacks available for ADOAS, so they got to be really careful. Cannot be losing any more towers, you cannot be losing any more team fights, and that's the pressure on them right now. The items progression itself looks like XOXO will be going for the view of the the view of the squad there. Will be doing quite a bit of damage for Epicenter. That was a really good Epicenter, by the way. So just stunning an Epicenter, spurring it in, so she stuns 2 heroes as well, and she 4-stars herself out before she can get caught out. But kind of felt that the rest of her team didn't know whether they should engage or not. That hesitation basically cost Mint engagement. But still they got the racks. They did
get the tier 3 tower at top lane, and now the Rex are down to half health here. The range Rex still not a lot of damage done to it, but still Mint doing a very good job in those team fights there. And the only reason I believe that ADOS is hanging on is because they have that OD Genesis that does so much damage just to as well as the bouncing just the natural damage output from the Luna. Does have her points is level 19. Shooting towards the butterfly does have the talisman of evasion, also does have the lifesteal that I was asking for in the previous so now mid just sure the pings do come out for Roshan, which is up, and Ada just doing a bit of red dodo pushing down the bot lane. Might be able to kill Miha here if she's not careful, but of course does have that Manta style. The Dark Pact will Miha is, so Dark just needs to be careful in terms of amount of mana that she spends. Looks like now the wards will get thrown down really soon, I believe. We'll see if Mint actually wants to commit to getting the high ground over here. I cannot feel that they shouldn't, but now the hammer drops a bit too early and the BKB gets caught. Will Viper Strike. And now Miha's just manning up right now, but she's gonna get taken down very quickly. So back up doesn't have enough mana for that mech. Just comes online right now, and XOXO gonna get caught out here. Dagon will finish it off the next assassin. So there's 2 kills there, but Luna's dropping very low. Ada comes in from behind and gets a kill on the Shadow Demon here. Pops her out there, and now she will have her Shadow Blade to get away. So Sentry Ward is dropping everywhere, and now Ice Half will just prevent Missy from coming in as well.
Dire's middle tower
Huge
is
team
under
fight there,
attack.
2-for-1 exchange. Mint does get the range racks though, but ideally what you want to really get is the melee barracks because it does regen health. I kind of feel, yeah, sure you can take this down as quick as you want, but melee barracks, this is what's gonna be the main push factor for your creeps. We are gonna see both teams just back off now. I kind of feel Mint, they will want to go for Roshan, which is up. They get level 2 on the next assassin here. Bit of a cheese strat here, does work on the squishy heroes like the Shadow Shaman as well as the Sand King, but I kind of feel maybe next assassin needs to be buying more utility items for her team. They don't have that blade, they don't have that drums, and this is gonna slow down the rest of their heroes. Already Adi as well as Olala are very slow heroes, and a drum would really help them get around the battlefield as quick as they can. So I kind of feel now Luna and Miha is going to just snowball out of control if she's allowed more farm here, but Mint looks like they are just going to push down the bot tower as well. Very methodical, just stripping away layers of protection for the Dire Ancient.
Haste. Mired.
Oh, Roshan Pit, we're gonna see a huge fight right now. The blink comes in, and the Ice Puff and Magpie will land on 2 heroes. Now gets killed on by Roshan instead, and Thanking still get a kill on the next assassin here. 3 heroes down on mid, and now we'll see the hammer drop there from Alexa. But it's strong right now, double kill there. Let's just buy back into the game here, and while Missy's gonna just fight against her own out there
Dire's
by the
middle
rest
tower is
of
under attack.
ADS, and that says no, I'm gonna go in. I really want all these kills right now. Missy E has to be really careful. Luna joins in the fight on Roshan here, but Missy E does have a Shadow Blade, so she's gonna move out of there. Doesn't have any mana left. Does have her bottle charges, but it's not gonna help. She's gonna man up against Alexa, and Alexa dropping so low. The Ferocious is just not doing anything right now. She
Astros herself just to be careful, just to be safe. And now it looks like Mint will have the entire team fight turned on her, turned on them right now. You know, huge team fight there, but Luna's not going to get any gold just yet. She is, of course, by herself right now. Jakiro does come in from side, and will we see? Looks like Mint, they want to try to snatch this Aegis right now. Everyone's just hurrying to the Roche pit. But very little sight there for ADS. They don't have any wards, anything at all. And it looks like EXO just gonna move onto the high ground here and try to actually Luna try to get the last hit on Roshan. This is gonna be epic right now. The Magpie as well as the Ice Puff will drop. Miha's just manning up right now. Roshan dropped just yet. He's going around slapping people. And Kit Kat took the brunt of that damage. But finally EXO gets the Aegis. Gets the kill on Roshan as well and misses stun on Miha here. Miha's just running, trying to run as fast as possible. Squishy will miss a stun as well. Juggernaut does get a kill here. And now EXO needs to really run away as quickly as he can. Squishy does pop her spike carapace and oh there we go, the Aegis gets popped here. And that laugh from tanking. Oh, the Abyssal Blade will drop on Squishy, but Slug gets a show imprisonment up, but you know, Ninja says, yeah, it's okay, we'll take the towers and probably take your GG as well.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, to man up here, Ada's gonna miss her stun, and the epicenter comes out as well. EXO doing quite a bit of damage, but she does be really soon to the next assassin gets a cheese kill there with Pagan. Still no GG call out by OS, but the Ancient is exposed right now and tons of damage going out from this. The Eclipse will drop the Ancient and does so much damage, taking out 3 almost 3 times. And YQ Stranger says, I'm just gonna make you pay for that.
Ancient is under attack.
It's called the GG instead. Nah, but basically ADOS, they basically have lost this game. They didn't have that early game control. Then just went around stripping away layers of protection, and we will move on to the second game as quickly as possible. Thank you all for tuning in once again. My name is Maya, and this has been the Dota 2 Southeast Asian League, proudly sponsored by eClub Malaysia, Steel Series, and MTS Gaming. I will see you guys in the next game. Thank you all, and see you.